guys, it's Deedz, and today we're going to be looking at Amumu in the jungle with Thresh as support, Draven as AD carry, Fiora top lane, and Zed mid lane. So obviously the three carries are all AD, and I'll be dealing some AP damage. So and I'll be dealing percent health damage, which is also nice, which then is dotted as magic damage. So this is actually the last game we played in season 5 together, and because on 11th of November, which is actually today when I'm making this video, the new season comes out and new items will be introduced, and new champion select will also be soon released. I don't know, it looks amazing. Tell me in the comment section below what you think about that. And so yeah, so let's see. So I sped up the video at twice this regular speed because obviously all the clears, everything isn't that interesting. It's just pretty regular, but you do get to see what I build, in what order, and those types of things. When there's a team fight, when there's kills happening, when it gets a little bit more interesting, I slow down the speed to 1.25 for those of you interested, just so you get a little bit better idea of what's going down, what's happening. For those of you who are not sure or don't know how Amumu works, in short, his Q is a gap close which deals magic damage, and can be used both offensively as well as defensively. Also offensively in the sense that it can be used as a gap closer to chase someone, or defensively by queuing over the wall to a minion or to a near camp in the jungle to save yourself. There's actually an opportunity where I get to do that later on in the game. I miss out on it, however, then Fiora picks up a kill for it. So Gragas early game is really focused on trying to handicap the Zed. I get a Q on the invisible Flang, almost get Gragas. He jumps over the wall because he took his E, I think it is, second. Then he jumps over the wall again. You see, I've slowed it down a little bit because look at the hook. Whoosh. Invisible. He didn't have any vision. He picks up the first blood on Gragas, Zed picks up the second blood on Nautilus, and it puts us at the 2-0 advantage. I picked up Grom quickly to get some buff and to get some extra gold in before recalling. And I decided to recall because bot lane's pushed up, top lane's too far away from me to really do anything. I get a health potion as well, just in case. And I continue to do my regular clears. Top lane, Wukong's diving in, Fiora survives, flashes out, and then Wukong still manages to get her with the use of his W and his E. I decided to max my W because my W, as I was explaining the ability, his W is an AoE percent health dot or damage. So you see the crying pool around me, that is percent health magic damage. And it's the lower number which indicates how much damage that's dealing. So you see the lowest number is the percent health. Alright, again, they're camping mid lane. They actually pick up a kill for that one, and we're now suddenly 3 for 2. So we've come a little bit behind, which is a shame. I could really just get some extra gold mid, and I decide to go towards bot lane, or actually blue's about to come up, so I'll take blue first. Thresh is just quickly warding everything. I take my blue. I'm almost level 6, which is a huge milestone for Amumu, as he obviously gets the AoE stun, which is the 4th ability. But to come to the 3rd ability, the 3rd ability is a AoE hit, so it's not like the pool where it's constant, but it's just a single hit, which deals skills and magic damage on AP. And its cooldown gets reduced by 1 second every time he gets hit. So it's really useful when you're taking Ravens, for instance, that it just reduces the cooldown. You see, every time I get hit, it reduces it a little bit. So it's a nice ability because otherwise it would have like a 9-second cooldown. It now really gets reduced. I get a Q off on Wukong, ult him, pool. Fiora picks up a kill, which is good because as a jungler, it's a misconception, but most junglers, especially tanky ones with a lot of utility, don't want to go for the kills. They just need the assists, because kills will of course help you gold wise. but assists will also give you a lot of gold, and if the carries get really fed, then the other team has a really big problem and they have to deal with the carries first, giving you time to peel. So if you play a lot of jungle, think about it. So like champions like Sejuani, Gragas, or Amumu, those champions, they don't really need the kills, they just need to pick up assists and provide CC and utility towards the team. And then coming to my last ability, Amumu's final ability, his R, is an AoE root. It's not a stun, it roots them so AD carries can still attack. And it deals a lot of damage, so it's really useful. I think it stuns them for, or roots them for 1.5 seconds, giving your teammates just enough time to actually react on it and make use of it. So I slow down, Thresh gets hit by LeBlanc E, LeBlanc picks up the kill, I try to hit Nautilus, I miss, Gragas goes in, Zed is called out a little bit. It's a 4 versus 2 with Fiora coming from top lane, so it's not really worth to do anything to engage. Jinx overextends, I managed to capitalize on it, get a Q off, she's just in my ult radius, and we pick up a double kill on Gragas. We want to go for Nautilus now because Nautilus is obviously 2 against 1 and he's a support, so he doesn't deal any damage. And I get the kill on Nautilus, which is actually one of the very few kills I pick up that game, which was more just because of my W that I picked it up, rather than trying to go for it. Draven greaves under tower to try and get LeBlanc. He pays for it. I keep it slowed down because I know my team will hate me for this, but also Fiora greeds and dies. However, we do get the tower mid, so it does make it a little bit more worth it. But as you see, we're running a little bit behind on kills. We're 3 kills behind, ahead in CS though. We do keep on CSing during the entire game, which is really, if you want to climb in rank, it's one of the most important things, is just to keep on CSing. It's, yeah, I can't stress that enough, it's really important. So there's a little bit of a trade going down bot lane. LeBlanc is coming from mid, I'm coming from base. I just keep this sped up so we can see a little bit better what goes on. Okay, now we've got LeBlanc going in. Keep an eye on my ultimate, it's not up yet. I try to engage, I miss. They full on engaged. 2 of our carries die, 3 of our carries die, 4, and now I'm alone without my ultimate. Nautilus almost dies, LeBlanc goes in, Gragas goes for it, he gets 3 hits by the turret, survives on 10 health, which is a little bit of a shame. And now all of a sudden, because of that team fight, we're 7 kills behind on the enemy team, which is really bad. We're still winning in CS a little bit, top lane by like 28 CS, you know, so like that's good. Again, Nautilus survives on only 80 health, but I see the little scaring orb from Jinx. I quickly check the bush and she's there. I decide not to chase it and just to clear my jungle because I'll get a lot more gold and lose less XP for chasing. Jinx is going to try and push top lane. Fiora's chasing me. Wukong's also there. We've got Zed coming from mid. I missed because I think he would have gone right instead of left. That was my bad, otherwise I could have easily picked up a kill there. I go into the bush. Gragas is there waiting for me. LeBlanc also came out of mid. Both Zed and Fiora back off. I get an ult off, hit an auto attack, and deal a little bit of damage on LeBlanc, meaning she's now only on half health, making it harder for her to engage. Wukong used ultimate, no idea why he used ultimate, but he did. I quickly heal a little bit and get Krugs, and we get a free Drake out of it. So we really want to try and fight this because we are still winning with carries, and we pick up a kill on Gragas. LeBlanc is going crazy. I survive on 10 health, literally. Hugely lucky, a minion could have killed me. Fiora picks up a double kill, dies for herself. Zed gets the kill. Jinx misses our ult. Nautilus is going roaming. Draven is following. And they pick up a pretty nice kill here on Nautilus. With the Zed going absolutely crazy, almost dying on low health. And yeah, you see, so like 80 carries are drawn, but for the rest everyone else is winning on CS. And I'm back to just clearing my jungle out like normal. Jinx quickly takes out that ward there. I just rewarded because I have Trinket ward up. My blue should spawn any second now, and I quickly take my blue. So as a Amumu, you want to play really tanky, because you can go damage, because all my abilities obviously do scale off AP. But it's really not advised, because you'll just die so quickly, and my W already allows me to deal so much damage without any AP, without really enough AP. So I decided not to build any damage, or I'll get Leanders later on, and as last item I want to try and build Zhonya's, but the game finishes before that. It's 4 against 3, but they're under tower. Thresh gets a Q off, I miss my Q. I get ulted for some reason by Nautilus. I pick up Wukong, sorry, Thresh picks up Wukong. I get a little Q off without getting hit by the traps of Jinx. Draven's going crazy on Nautilus, picks up a kill. LeBlanc is still trying to see what he can do. Zed dives in with the ultimate. Thresh dies as a result of it because of LeBlanc E. Alright, and we try to back off a little bit, because, I mean, we're only 1 kill behind now. And we've been winning CS, so gold-wise, we're pretty even. They haven't pushed any towers top now that we've pushed equal mid and bot lane turrets. And we've got a minions on bot lane as well, so that's nice. I just continue to clear my jungle, Draven ults, trying to clear wave and trying to see if we can pick up a kill on base from anyone that recalled. We pick up Scuttle, we're trying to set up for Drake. Fiora is getting ganked, picks up a kill on Wukong, dies for herself. Thresh sadly misses that Q, scaring Orb of Jinx again, which is pretty useful. It's advised as AD carry to get the blue trinket. It's pretty useful, even though in the next season, in season 6, you get 2 trinkets from level 1 onward. So it's really useful, so everyone can... I'm trying to tell them, take out the Drake, take out the Drake. Actually, because of that, we deal quite little damage to it, meaning that the Jinx ult deals barely anything to the dragon, and she can't steal it. I don't have my trinket because I just warded over the dragon wall. Pick up the buff from Gromp to go into the team fight with extra damage, and nothing really happens. Fiora tries to go in phase first. Now she's pretty squishy. She has a reposit which will save her, but then I get a 3-person ult off. Wukong dives in, Wukong dies pretty instantaneously. Zed ults Gragas, LeBlanc is up in our backlines. Jinx picks up 1 kill, Jinx picks up a second, oh no, LeBlanc picks up another kill, but then I get the kill on Jinx. I quickly want that warded, so we can see what LeBlanc is going to do. And we're going to try, I'm just going to check if his red is up, which it isn't, because I actually have his red at the moment. And he quickly got the turret. Fatality. Alright, I want to go get the blue buff next, but LeBlanc is still here. So Thresh misses his Q. I hit mine. I chase. She jumps back and actually picks up the kill on Thresh. It's really well played of her, except for the fact that she actually then ends up dying to Draven. I get grabbed. I should have just recalled, because obviously that was warded. Here is the opportunity which I was talking about, playing defensively with the Q. I could have Q'd over the wall to hit the blue buff. However, because I'm so tanky, Fiora is able to pick up a kill from them chasing me. Now I decide to use Righteous Glory to go and chase that Nautilus. Which is Nautilus, I get my Q off, and Zed picks up a kill there. So now I'm suddenly 2 for 1 for 17, which is huge stats. We've turned the game completely, because now we're pushing on every aspect. And we've got huge CS and gold lead. I quickly go take my blue. I can buy full Leandries, which is the only damage item I get, as I said earlier that I would get. And I want to buy a Banshee's Veil to protect myself from LeBlanc Q, because that deals quite high damage, from Nautilus Q, or from the Jinx Zap, or even the Wukong ultimate, implying his E wouldn't have hit me when he uses his gap closer. Alright, we're setting up for the next team fight. I'm trying to just scout the area. I want to maybe take his blue. I see that Zed gets hit. Zed dies. Draven goes in. I hit a blind Q over the wall on Jinx. Huge damage coming off from me. We pick up 1 kill. Sadly, I get hit by the traps of Jinx. I could have maybe dodged it. But then nevertheless, I wouldn't have had my Q as a gap closer, and it would have meant I would have terror dived, which isn't good. But it means we can pick up a free Baron now. So we quickly take Baron. We want to recall, get items, get ready for the next push, because now with Baron buff, obviously our minions get upgraded quite significantly, meaning we have a huge advantage pushing wise. I only wanted the buff, Zed picks up the gold, because I've already got ADCS, I've got a lot of assists, a lot of gold there. I don't really need that much more right now, and Zed can always use some gold. Fiora gets in a nice push top, Draven is pushing bot. We're pushing mid, so we're keeping pressure high on all areas. They have to make a decision now which lane they're going to try and protect. We get a Q off, a little bit of trades, nothing really special. LeBlanc is trying to gank Draven. Draven don't give no shits. Draven 2 shots her. We get the bot turret. We almost get our Qs off. Sadly, you didn't see it, but Thresh flashed. We get an inhibitor top lane, we get an inhibitor bot lane. And Thresh is actually just going to tank this because he really doesn't care that much. We deal enough damage. Draven gets caught out and dies as a result of it. We're trying to engage a little bit. Nautilus wants me to keep on fighting. We decide to pretend as though we're going to back. And I can get off a Q straight onto Jinx, ult, and she's dead within seconds. Wukong's trying to hit Zed. Zed's managed to survive. Watch the Thresh hook. Whop. Perfect. A triple kill on Fiora. Fiora is incredibly fed now. And she's not really balanced as a champion, which you'll see later in the game when I slow it down a little bit and she gets a nice kill spree. Alright, this is not how you ward, by the way. You're supposed to ward in the bush. I missed next to the bush. Fiora is asking if she can TP, so I have to ward there. Quick opinion that. I'm not actually going to take this blue because Zed wants it, so he's going to get it. They're pushing. I'm deciding what to get next. I decide to go for the Zhonya's, or at least start building the Zhonya's. But where I'm 3-1-20, the game's essentially come to an end. It's not really worth it. Now this is why I slow it down. So we've got the wings pushing the turrets. It's 1 versus 5 on bot lane. Everything's being parried on Jinx because of the reposited of Fiora. Fiora gets 1 kill on Nautilus. Dives out, gets hit by the traps. Decides to use her E, which is the gap closer. Her Q on Jinx. Deals huge damage. Jinx has to flash for it. Jinx picks up a kill passively on LeBlanc. Tries to go in. Goes for Wukong next. And picks up the quadra kill. So that was the game, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you like these types of commentaries. Let me know what champion you want to see me play next. Have a nice day. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.